எங்கள் குருநாதன். என்னையென கருவித்தான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். என்னையென கருவித்தான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். இணையடி என் தலை வைத்தான் 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 எங்கள் குருநாதன். என்னையென கருவித்தான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். என்னையென கருவித்தான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். இணையடி என் தலை வைத்தான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். இணையடி என் தலை வைத்தான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். அன்னை பிதா குருவானான் 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 எங்கள் குருநாதன். அகிலமெல்லாம் ஆழ வைத்தான் 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 எங்கள் குருநாதன். முன்னை வினை நீக்கிவிட்டான் 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 எங்கள் குருநாதன். மூவருக்கும் அறிய ஒன்னான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். மூவருக்கும் அறிய ஒன்னான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். நன்மை தீமை அறியாதான் 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 எங்கள் குருநாதன். தான் தானாய் விளங்குகின்றான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். தான் தானாய் விளங்குகின்றான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். நன்மை தீமை அறியாதான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். நன்மை தீமை அறியாதான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். தான் தானாய் விளங்குகின்றான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். தான் தானாய் விளங்குகின்றான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். என்னையென கருவித்தான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். என்னையென கருவித்தான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். இணையடி என் தலை வைத்தான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். இணையடி என் தலை வைத்தான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். அன்னை பிதா குருவானான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். அன்னை பிதா குருவானான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். அகிலமெல்லாம் ஆழ வைத்தான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். அகிலமெல்லாம் ஆழ வைத்தான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். என்னையென கருவித்தான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். என்னையென கருவித்தான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். இணையடி என் தலை வைத்தான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். இணையடி என் தலை வைத்தான் எங்கள் குருநாதன். சத்குருநாத மகாராஜ் की जय. Actually, this song is from Sri Yoga Swami's Nachindana. Sri Yoga Swami, a great saint from Jaffna, he has written a wonderful collection of poems called as Nachindana. It's full of high philosophy and direct experience expressed. So this is from there. ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। அறியாதீதரசீவர பகவாரி சகுகையில் அறிவாய் ரமி பரமாத்துமன் அருணாச்சல ரமணன் பரிவாலுளம் முருகானல பரநார்ந்திடு குகையார்ந்து அறிவாம் விழித்திரவாய் நிசம் அறிவாய் அது வெளியாம் அண்ணாமலையாய் அடியேனை ஆண்ட அன்றே ஆவியுடல் கொண்டாய் எனக்கோ குறையுண்டோ குறையும் குணமும் நீ அல்லாய் என்னே இவற்றை என்னுயிரே எண்ணம் மெதுவோ அது செய்வாய் கண்ணே உந்தன் கழலினையில் காதற் பெருக்கே தருவாயே கண்ணே உந்தன் கழலினையில் காதற் பெருக்கே தருவாயே. ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्ताक्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। We shall chant from the verse 12. Repeat after me. Eka eva hi bhutatma bhute bhute vyavastitaha ekadha bahudha chaiva drishyate jalachandravat ghata samvritam niyamane ghate yata ghato niyetana kashaha तथा जीवो नभोपमः घटवत् विविधाकारम् विद्यमानं पुनः पुनः तद्भग्नं न च जानाति स जानाति च नित्यशः शब्दमायावृतो नैव तमसा याति पुष्करे भिन्ने तमसि चैकत्वम् एक एवानुपश्यति शब्दाक्षरं परं ब्रह्म तस्मिन् क्षीणे यदक्षरं तद्विद्वानक्षरं ध्याये यदि चेच्छान्तिमात्मनः Yesterday we saw this self, which here in the verse 15 mentioned as Pushkare, in the heart space, or this self is covered by Shabdamaya. Shabdamaya means what? Because of sound, it is covered. Tamasa, due to ignorance, it is covered. Bhinne tamasi cha ekatvam eva anupashyasi. If his ignorance is destroyed, then that one self, one without a second, or the vision of oneness is comprehended. So we saw Shabdamaya means what? Different schools of thoughts and different interpretations. So many scriptures. All those things create a lot of confusion. So that is Shabdamaya. Therefore, it is advised always to stick to one sampradaya, one teacher, and one school of thought, one thread of thoughts, so that it is easy to walk the path. Otherwise, we get so confused and confounded. I've seen people, they think themselves to be very intelligent and they study all sorts of books. And at the end of the day, they are embodiment of confusion. There are different sort of thoughts, spectrum of thoughts. Only when you're very mature, you can read everything and still you can be grounded. You can know what it is. If in the initial stages, you go on studying books without any discrimination, this and that and this and that, you can get really lost. Shabdamaya Amritha. So this has to be destroyed, this ignorance has to be destroyed to realize the self. How it can be destroyed? Once again, Shabdaksharam Param Brahma. Tasmin Kshini Yadaksharam. With the help of the Shabdaksharam, Om, Upasana on Om. With that you can realize this self. See, upasana means in a very ordinary thing, you superimpose a extraordinary idea. That is called as upasana actually. You take a shaligrama, it's just a stone. But you see there Lord Narayana himself. Meaning you're superimposing the great ideal in that. It is called as upasana. Similarly, this word symbol Om is anyway a sound symbol only. But that is not just a sound symbol, that is Brahman himself. So it represents Brahman. And it is the name of Brahman. So with that reverence and with that attitude, if we can do this upasana, in the Nikrishta Vastu, you see the Utkrishta Bhavam or the vision. So this is upasana. So when you can chant this Om, and we have seen already, by chanting the Om, keeping the mind on that Om, you gain whatever you want in this world. Similarly, when you can focus attention on the silence, exclusive on the silence, which is called as Amatra Om, that is what called Tasmin Kshine. Kshine means what? When the Om is gone, died and gone, that is silence. So when that, then you will gain that Akshara. Akshara means that immortal, that imperishable truth. So therefore, Tad Vidwan, Aksharam Dhyaye, Yadichet Shanti Matmana. The Vidwan, if this Pandita, if this seeker, if he really wants the peace that passeth the understanding, then what he has to do? Aksharam Dhyayet. He has to meditate on this Aksharam, this O. So till this point we have seen. So this truth is covered by Shabdamaya. And the way out is using Shabda Brahma. So beautiful. The two verses are put, next to next. So therefore, mulla edukra madri, you have to remove this Shabdamaya through Shabda Brahma. And then the truth is revealed. And then, Bhagavan in the 17th verse, he talks about two types of knowledges. It is said in Mundaka Upanishad also. And also it comes in Gita also, Bhagavad Gita also, in the 15th chapter. To some extent we can say the same idea is explained here. Dve vidye veditavyetu. Dve vidye veditavyetu. Shabda Brahma param chayatu. Shabda Brahma param chayatu. Shabda Brahmani nishnataha. Shabda Brahmani nishnataha. Param Brahmadhi gacchati. Param Brahmadhi gacchati. Dve vidye veditavyetu. Dve vidye veditavyetu. Shabda Brahma param chayatu. Shabda Brahma param chayatu. Shabda Brahmani nishnataha. Shabda Brahmani nishnataha. Param Brahmadi gacchati. Param Brahmadi gacchati. Dve vidye veditavye. There are two types of knowledges which has to be known. Veditavye should be known. So what are the two types of knowledges? Shabda Brahma Param Chayatu. One is Shabda Brahma, another is Param. In Mundaka Upanishad it is said Aparavidya and Paravidya. There it is very clearly said Aparavidya means all the four Vedas and the Vedangas, everything come under Aparavidya. Aparavidya means what? Those knowledges contained in scriptures. That is Aparavidya. What is Paravidya? Contemplating on those mantras, whatever you realize in your heart as the truth, that is Paravidya. So here, Shabda Brahman is called as Aparavidya. You take the help of Shabda Brahman, and then you reach what? Param Chayat, that absolute. See here, Guruji, in his commentary, he talks about three knowledges. He says secular knowledge, that is also there. Whatever we study in the college and universities, that is secular knowledge about the world, about the laws of the universe, all those stuff. That also is important. You know why? It sharpens your intellect actually. It's not wasted. It sharpens your intellect. It helps, or it trains you in thinking. So that is also very auspicious only. And this apara vidya, or the scriptural knowledge, it helps you to gain clear understanding about this Jiva Jagat Ishvara, and then the association and the relationship between these three. And then it points out the actual essence or the truth, which is the self. But still, as long as it is intellectual understanding, it can help to only some extent. In the time of crisis, it cannot help us that much. Okay, it can help us to some extent. Let us say we are in pain, severe pain, something happened, severe pain, or some bereavement, very close one died, something happened. I tell you, mine goes for a 6. Only a Mahatma who is abiding in the self, or who has realized the self, he can really remain unaffected. So therefore, howsoever we understand the truth, whatsoever clarity we get out of scriptures, that has to be contemplated upon, meditated upon. And this truth has to be realized as one's own self. Aparoksha anubhuti. That is very essential. If that is not there, then still this jiva is reveling in the samsara. Okay, he is more aware. He is not very foolish, he is more aware. But still he is in samsara. So therefore the effort should be made to realize this truth. Shabda Brahmani Nishnataha. Nishnataha means one who is adept, one who is a master in the Shabda Brahma, meaning this Omkara Upasana. Param Brahma Adhigachati. He enters into that supreme abode, that Param Brahma Paramatma. Therefore, here it is very clearly said, once when you practice this Omkara Upasana, and when you become an expert in that, meaning what? When you master that, after some time you know how to keep the mind in that silence. And then you are absorbed from within. See, this silent is not dead and inert. It is very dynamic. It is very vibrant. See, they say, Mayana Amaidin, Virumai Madri. Adamari is very dynamic. It is very vibrant. This silence. Therefore, this silence, Jiva is absorbed. Ellam oinda nilai. In Tamil, it would say, Ellam oinda nilai. Karavi Karanadigal Ellam oinda nilai. Omgara Medayin Mideri Parthin Wondering Kani. Kudambai Wondering Kani. Angaram Bochid, Anandam Bochid, Avanena Nani Nadi. Kudambai Avanena Nani Nadi. Tungamar Tungum Sugam and the White of the Summa Yilde. Kudambai Summa Yilde. Yoga Swami says, mentioned in it. After this Omkara Upasana, he says, Omkara Medayin Mideri Parthin. With the help of this Omkara Upasana, I climbed up and then saw only incarnate. I didn't see anything else. Only incarnate is. From a person from Saiva Siddhanta background to proclaim that only incarnate, you need guts. He says, Angaram Bochadu. The Ahankara has gone. Anandam Bochadu. Ananda is also gone. He says. What is this? Yeah. That emotion, what we feel as happiness, or all those things are very cheap, very relative. Avanena nani nadi. Soham bhavana. I have become him. So that is the thing. Once when a person masters the Shabda Brahma, this Omkara Upasana, effortlessly he glides. Param Brahma Adhigacchati. So therefore this Apara Brahma is useful in gaining the abidance in the Parabrahma. Similarly, the study of scriptures, when it is done seriously, when you contemplate on it, you can click, and then you realize, my God, is the truth so simple? Why did I break my head? So simple or what? It is really simple. It is not difficult. Okay, moving on. This is the most beautiful verse. And here also, it's so much in tune with Bhagavan's philosophy and Sri Yoga Swami's philosophy. To tell you very honestly, I'm a great fan of Yoga Swami also. And I had gone to Sri Lanka. I was there for 7-8 years. One devotee presented me this Nachindan. I just, without much, reverence or faith, I just got it from him. I said, okay. And I opened the book. I saw the first line. Yenna yanak karivittan engal gurunath. My God, this is something else. Oh, wonderful. So Yoga Swami, the way he puts it, I would always say he is Subramanya Bharadiyar and Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi put together. In his abidance, he is like Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. When he expresses like Bharati. Very blunt and straightforward. Very pura pesi. Like that he expresses. I would quote an example. Once people were talking about Guru Puja, Guru Pada Puja, Guru Puja and all. And they were saying how important it is that and all. Yoga Swami was saying, Ade, he talks like this in a slang. Ade, Tannai Arivadhan Guru Pusai, Mata Ella Kusu Pusai. God, Tannai Arivadhan Guru Pusai. Guru Pusai is only to Chumma, you do puja to this, Paduka and all. That is not Guru Puja. Tannai Arivadhan Guru Puja. Realizing oneself is the Guru Puja. I don't want to translate it. Later you get it from your friends. Such a very powerful Mahatma he is. He will not compromise. He has given so many beautiful Mahavakyas. 4 Mahavakyas he has given. He and his Guru. One is Epovo Mudinda Karyam. Epovo Mudinda Karyam. Yamariyo. Yamariyo. Arivadar Kondrumilai Solla Yamariyo. Muduvadum Unmai. Muduvadum Unmai Yamariyo. Epovo Mudinda Karyam. One more I forgot. 4 Mahavakyas. So here also, it is very much in tune with all these great Mahatma sayings. Grantam abhyasya medhavi. The 4th one is Oru Pollapu Millai. Oru Pollapu Millai, Eppo Mudinda Karyam, Muduvadum Unmai, Yamari. Grantam abhyasya medhavi. Jnana vijnana tatparaha. Palalamiva dhanyarti. Tyajet grantam asheshataha. Grantam abhyasya medhavi. Jnana vijnana tatparaha. Palalamiva dhanyarti. Tyajet grantam asheshataha. Grantam abhyasya. having studied the scriptures from the Guru, Medhavi, this intelligent one, Jnana Vijnana Tatparaha, one who is intent in gaining the knowledge and the wisdom. Vijnana means what? The actual experience. Jnana means intellectual understanding. Vijnana means actual experience. So this Medhavi, this intelligent one, who is intent on gaining this knowledge and the wisdom or the personal or direct experience, Palalamiva dhanyarti tyajayat grantam asheshataha. What he should do? Like a person who is wanting only rice, he gives up the husk. See, when you want to eat the rice, it comes with the husk. It comes with the husk. So he has to give up the husk and take only the rice. Similarly, this Medhavi, Tyajet Grantam Asheshataha, he should throw away all the scriptures. Asheshataha, without anything, not to keep anything on your rack. Throw out everything away. Tyajet Asheshataha. Meaning, after studying scriptures, when you understand the essence of it, no more study. Meaning, go on studying this commentary, this Mahatma, that Mahatma. Bhagavan says it is Mano Vidivadhan. Mind is only expanding. But mind should, means what? It should focus on oneself and abide. But when you go on studying, trying to understand different interpretations, compare, and then judge, then mind is always at work. Mind thrives because of all these intellectual gymnastics. I told you the other day, Yoga Swami said, smile. This fellow, oh, this is the Upadesa. Now he went on collecting from where and all Huma is there. From this scripture, that scripture, this Mahatma, and he compiled the book. He has defeated his Guru. Summa irumi summa irundrukom. Engala summa irukku paapom. This is the mind. So therefore, as Gurudev always used to say beautifully, in the pole vault, you need the pole to gain the height. But you cannot cross with the pole, the other side. You have to drop the pole. Similarly, to gain clarity, understand, you need scriptures. Otherwise, how do we know that we are the self? We are stupid, actually. We think we are the body mind. We can never ever imagine there can be something called as Brahman or Atma, the self, which is imperishable, which is a changeless in midst of all these changes. We can never ever think. We can never ever think that one Atma alone is and the whole world comes out of it and it goes back to it. These are all mind-boggling. So the scriptures and the Guru, they explain to us, they teach us. We should have a lot of reverence. But at the same time, understanding, we have to close the book. Uttavattai mudivai. Close the book and then sit and then try to gain that knowledge in our own self. If this is not done, see, this is called a Shastra Ishana. Like we have got Vitteshana and Putreshana, that is easily understandable. Vitteshana means what? Wanting money, running after money. This is Vitteshana, wealth. And Putreshana, indulging, wanting Putra, son, daughter, grandson. Vamsa Vritti, they say na. So this is Putreshana. All the bhoga things comes under Putreshana. And there is another very subtle Ashana, which is called as Shastra Ashana also. This we forget, or this we sort of overlook. What is Shastra Ashana? Wanting to know. Knowing not bad, but wanting to know from this book, this Mahatma, that Mahatma, this interpretation. I tell you, there is no end to it. And the mind will not focus itself on itself. Mind will just roam around the world outside. So therefore, here very powerful statement. Tyajet grantam asheshata. Tyajet means what? Renounce. Give it up. What? Grantam. All the scriptures. Asheshata. Asheshata. Oru. Micham easy. Meedi illam. Asheshata. Just give it up. But what we do, we give it up in the beginning only. We don't study only. That is not the point. Nowadays, the children, they don't want to study. What they want to do? They want to watch only the games, video games, or into the social media. For them, if you say this, Tyajet Grantam Asheshata, they would be very happy. Thank you, Swami. My God, my parents and my teachers are all on my head, wanting me to study. This Mahatma, this Rishi is very good. Tyajet Grantam Asheshata. But only for that Medavi Grantam Abhyasya, having read scriptures, understood. Not before that, please. But there are great Mahatmas, we don't know how, like Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, he never studied any scripture. He just got that awakening. If you ask him, he would say, maybe in my previous janmas I would have finished all this. That's what he would say. But otherwise, for ordinary jivas, this initiation into these scriptures are essential, especially this Mahavakya Upadesha. Tattvamasi Mahavakya Upadesha is very essential to understand that this self is everything. It is a Brahma Swarupam. It's not an ordinary thing. But once when you get this Upadesha from the Guru, now we have to sit and practice. Why it is said vehemently, this mind will be ready for everything else, but will not allow you to sit quietly. For puja, parayana, everything the mind is ready. Even for study of scriptures, for discussion, it is ready. Giving lecture, oh my God, it is very happy. Lecture after lecture, so that everybody will realize. What about the Mahatma? So he remains always a Duratma. But when you try to sit for contemplation or for inquiry, the mind rebels, it revolts, it takes you away. Because nobody wants to commit suicide. Therefore, the real thing is to sit and focus attention on oneself. See, without clarity, without reading scriptures, without Guru Upadesha, if you try to sit without clarity, you will be sitting, but God only knows what you are doing. Some people sit with closed eyes. What is he doing? You don't know. Kusti podraranga. But mana pudika pore. Kaamikiren paas. God. Viduvaane, pidipane. Yoga Swami says, Viduvaane, pidipane. You're pudika podraranga Brahmana. See, that's why clarity is very important. And after that, when you sit and when you can focus your attention on your own existence, I am, and if you can glide in, there you are. And there will be a lot of obstacles then also. I tell you, there will be a lot of obstacles. The biggest obstacle is sleep, number one. The second obstacle is your body will never cooperate. And then the mind creates a lot of obstacles. All the obstacles can be conquered through devotion to Guru. Through Guru Bhakti, everything else can be conquered. How? When you have faith in Guru, he will take care. My business is to obey his instruction. And the rest of the thing he will take care. This faith will take us. See, that is why this Guru Bhakti is very important. See, for the Vedantic student, he is not even that much bothered about gods, different gods. He is only devoted to his Guru. Because for him, Guru is more than anything. And Guru is not the physical body. Guru is Atma, the self, appearing as a person in the world outside. So therefore, Tyajet Grantam Asheshataha. One has to give up. See, nowhere in the world, in in any other religion, any other scripture is talking like this. Give up all these scriptures. You need guts to say that. After writing these scriptures, Mahatmas say, give up all these scriptures also. Similarly, they say, Asayirmin, Nasayirmin, Ishan or Ayinam Asayirmin. You have to give up the attachment or this thing towards even Ishan, even towards the Lord. At the end, everything should be given up. So, Sri Ramakrishna was unable to go beyond the names and forms. Then his Jnana Guru helped him. He said, through the sword of knowledge, you cut us under the form of Kadi. You cut her down and then go beyond. That's what he instructed. To hear like this is very, we feel very bad about it. Ishta Devata Vetti Poda Solrara. Yes, one has to go beyond means one has to go beyond. When it comes from the Jnana Guru, it is very powerful. You are very confident. You are not doing any sin. This has to be done this way. Moving on. Gavamaneka varnanam Kshirasyapyeka varnata Kshiravat pashyate jnanam Linginastu gavam yatha Gavamaneka varnanam Kshirasyapyeka varnata Kshiravat pashyate jnanam Linginastu gavam yata. See, this is once again the restlessness of the mind only. All the intellectual restlessness. Wanting to read this text, and that commentary, this commentary. Here he says, Gavam aneka varnanam. Gavam means the cows, or of different colors. Some cows are white, some cows are brown, some cows are black. Different size, different varnanam, different colors. But kshirasya api eka varnata. But the milk which comes out of that cow is only one color. Is white in color. Similarly, kshiravat pashyate jnanam. You see the jnanam as the milk. Linginaha tu gavamyata. The different branches of knowledge. Linginaha means different branches of knowledge as the cows. Gavamyata. So therefore, whatever different scriptures talk about, they talk about one thing only. Ekam sat vipra bahudha vadanti. See, this is a slogan of Ramakrishna Mission actually. Beautiful. Ekam sat. The truth was one and one alone. But vipra bahudha vadanti. But the great masters, they talk in different ways. See, that depends on their sort of upbringing and what sort of sadhanas they did or they were doing and what sort of upadesha they received from the Guru. Depending on that, different Mahatmas have got different flavor. Flavor means what I mean. When they express, it's all not the same. Definitely, it's all not the same. But whatever they are speaking, when you can follow it sincerely, you will reach the truth. Because they are talking about the one only. That is why Vivekananda said in the Chicago speech also. To go to the peak, you may have different paths. But every path leads you to the same peak only. If this you can understand, we will not condemn other paths or other schools of thoughts. You walk in your path, whichever is suiting you, whichever is appealing to you. Don't worry about other paths. Means don't condemn other paths. So therefore, though the cows may appear different and the colors are different, but the milk is the essence is the same. Similarly, though the different schools of thought, different branches of knowledge, they talk in different ways. But whatever they say, the jnanam, the absolute knowledge is one only. See, I tell you one example. If you take Advaita Vedanta or Vedanta Shastra and Siddhanta, Saiva Siddhanta, in philosophy you may have differences. Yes, definitely. Saiva Siddhantam talks about three absolute principles. Padi, Pashu, Pasha. They say three. All the three are real. All the three are absolute, they say. And in Vedanta they say what? Jiva Jagat Ishvara Veda. It's all false. Only Brahma Satyam Jagan Nityam Jiva Brahma Ivanapara, they say. See, though this is said for different types of people, but you know what? When you look into what sort of sadhana they prescribe, in Vedanta Shastra, they say you are identified with the Anatma Vastu, not self, the body mind. Now you have to leave this attachment towards the not self and focus your attention only on the self. Assert yourself. Meaning what? When you assert yourself, the ego which is thriving, that is destroyed. In Siddhanta also what they say, in a different language they speak. Whatever is happening, it is all his will, thine will be done, thine will be done. Ellam Sivan Sayal, they say. Because this is the avenue where the ego expresses as I am the doer. They say it's all Sivan Sayal. So the ego gets hit. And then they say, Ellam Avanudayadu. Everything is his, not mine, not mine. So this mamata, it is getting hit. And then they say, Ellam Avane. Meaning what? Everything is him and him alone, not me. I am nothing. Ego is hit. Ego is destroyed. If you can really sincerely practice this bhakti sadhana or this Saiva Siddhanta, at the end what happens? The ego is destroyed. At the end of the day, what should happen? Ego should be destroyed. That's it. So if you see this way, in this light, wherever they are taking you, the same goal. But for different people, different sorts of explanations required. This Vedanta explanation is not for everybody. It's not everybody's cup of tea. So for less intellectual people, you have to talk in a very bhakti language. Yes, this is all real. Yes, you are suffering in samsara. I agree. I understand. Develop devotion to the Lord. He will take care of you. Hold on to Him. Offer everything unto Him. It is His will. Don't worry about anything. Now Shiva Dhyanam say, you meditate on Him. You offer everything unto Him. Like that, if you slowly and steadily develop this kind of a devotion, it takes you to the same goal. That is why all these great saints, even Nayanmargal, when you look into their Tevaram, Tiruvasagam, their experience only they have expressed. The language may be different, but what they indicate is the same. So a Jnana Sambandha or a Manikavasa Peruman, read, oh my God, it's so inspiring. It comes out of bhakti, the heart of a devotee, so beautiful. So therefore, this we have to understand. You know what we do out of our over enthusiasm? Especially I have seen among the study circle in our mission. Oh, jnana alone can take you. Bhakti is useless. What is this bhakti? Emotionalism, crying. This knowledge alone can take you. Swami, we have been studying scriptures for 25 years, but I don't know what's happening. We are meeting a dead end. What to be done now? Now, why dead end? I don't know. And there is something wrong. Therefore, we cannot underestimate the different paths. Whatever is suiting you, you have to take it without condemning others. That is the heart of our Sanatana Dharma. Please understand. We are so tolerant. We are so accommodative. None of the religions in the world is such accommodative. We are so accommodative. See, we worship so many gods. If one more God comes, Jesus Christ, we are ready to accept Him also. Well, what is the problem? Yes. காளி அம்மா, மாரி அம்மா, அந்த அம்மா, இந்த அம்மா எவ்வளோ பேர் கும்பிடுறோம். ஜீசஸையும் கும்பிட்டு போவோம். இதுல என்ன இருக்கு? Allah, okay, Allah, we have no problem. But when somebody comes and tells you, you are Kadavul and all Satan, this is all Satan, only our God can help you, then we have an objection. Sorry, Baba, you don't know what you are speaking. You are a child, you have to grow, you have to mature. That's what we advise them. So therefore, see, we have no problems actually. Because we know God is one and He is formless and He is our own self. And you can worship into all forms and names, any forms and names. So if another form is given, we have no problems. Konda, இன்னொரு form, 1000 form konda. We worship everything. மாடு கும்பிடுவோம், குரங்கு அவன் ஹனுமான் தான் கும்பிடுவோம், மயில் அவன் முருகனோட வாகனம் கும்பிடுவோம், மூஞ்சூறு எலி பிள்ளையாரோட வாகனம் கும்பிடுவோம், எல்லாத்தையும் கும்பிடுவோம். Nobody can stop us. We worship everything because everything is God. You bring one more form, we will worship. As long as you don't come and teach us tolerance and that spirit of accommodation and all, we will accept you. You are fanatical, you are immature, and you don't know anything about God. Therefore, everything leads to the same thing, same knowledge. And then moving on to the verse 20, somehow it is not fitting into any meter. When I was taking in Chennai, I felt really very hard to chant this verse. I don't know how to chant. Anybody can help me to chant it? Yeah, you are chanting like a Bhagavatam. Anyway, that is fine. Chant. We will also follow you. We will chant. Gritamiva Vayasini Gudam Bhute Bhute Vasati Vijnanam Bhute Bhute Vasati Vijnanam Satatam Mantayitavyam
Manasamantana bhutena.
Anyway, that is fine. But still it is not fitting into this tune also.
Satatam mantayitavyam manasamantana bhutena.
Bhutam and Allah. Anyway, that is fine. So the idea is
Two more letters.
that's what. It's just little out of the meter. Ghritam iva payasi nigudam. Payasi means in the milk. Ghritam iva, like butter. Nigudam, it's hidden. If you take the milk, each and every part of the milk, the butter is there. But butter is not in the manifest form. It is hidden. Similarly, bhute bhute vasati vijnanam. In every living being, bhute bhute, this vijnanam, this paramatma, this self is hidden. So, to bring out the butter, bring out that butter from the milk, what you have to do? Churn. So you should not churn the milk, please. See, when I was talking with the youth in our youth class, they were not knowing how these elders were making butter. Because they have not seen. They only bought butter from the shops. There was a big argument. I was just watching. பால்லேருந்து எடுக்கிறதா வெண்ணெய, தயிர்லேருந்து எடுக்கிறதா, மோர்லேருந்து எடுக்கிறதா. There was a big argument. If I ask this fellow also, I don't know whether he would be able to say. So the warm milk,
Get from coals.
you warm milk, you add yeast culture. so that it becomes a curd, and after that you churn the curd, adding little water, you churn. I have seen my grandma and all doing that. And then comes the butter beauty. The churning also you should know how to churn. Under minute, if you churn, it will not come. That is a technique also to churn. So that the butter comes. அதுவும் செய்வாங்க. But earlier days only they were doing like Yashodama and all, like that. They were churning with a churning rod. Mattu, தயிர் மத்து. இப்போலாம் அது எக்ஸிபிஷனாக வைக்கணும் தயிர் மத்து.
This is not bad. When you ask a kid from where the banana comes, it comes from supermarket.
Banana. Right? Well, they are not seen. Oh my God. So water comes only from the tap. So therefore, Ghritam iva payasini gudam. As the butter is hidden in the milk, similarly, in every being, this Atma, the self, is hidden. Satatam mantayitavyam. Satatam, always, mantayitavyam. One has to churn. Manasa, manthana bhutena. With the help of the mind. Using the mind as a churning rod. One has to churn. Using the mind means what? Contemplate. After hearing the scriptures from the Guru, from the teacher, one has to churn. Churn means contemplate on those mantras, on those slokas, so that only by continuous satatam mantayitavyam, always means not only when you sit in meditation, even when you are walking and talking in the world, this can happen. Every experience can reveal the truth. Every experience can reveal the truth. Because truth alone is in and through all the experiences. Because I am there behind every experience. So, when I can keep my attention on myself, then always I can keep, and then it can take me to the source. So, therefore, satatam mantayitavyam. See, it is not, as Gurudev says, Sunday spirituality. It is not weekend spirituality. Gurudev says it is weekend spirituality. It is not weekend spirituality. It is anavaradam, every moment spirituality. It is possible. So therefore, satatam mantayitavyam. Always churn. See, when you go to the beach, when you see the ocean, you can really remember the Lord. Etavanasya mahima. You can say Etavanasya. Or you can try to see the water. What only we are seeing? No. Whether it's a wave or the ocean, the water is the essence. You can think about that like that. So everywhere you can sort of contemplate. Pratibodha viditam matam. See, what the statement says. In and through every experience, the truth is revealed. So satatam mantayitavyam. Manasa, only with the mind we can contemplate. Mind means in an instrument we can contemplate. So that is why it is said, Manayeva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho. Mind alone is responsible for bondage because through our attachment towards the sense objects. The same mind alone should be employed in churning, in contemplating on the scriptural truths. So mind alone can liberate you also. But anyway, with the mind you cannot apprehend the truth. But with the churning, something happens and then everything is dropped. And then the truth is revealed. So therefore, satatam mantayitavyam manasa manthana bhutena. Taking this churning rod called the mind, you churn continuously the teachings of the Guru. Then, like the butter coming out of the milk, this self reveals itself. This self, which is the self of all. Bhute bhute vijnanam. Bhute bhute vasati vijnanam. That vijnanam which is inherent in all the bhutas, all the living beings, that comes out, that reveals itself. ज्ञाननेत्रं समाधाय
ज्ञाननेत्रं समादाय
उद्धरेत् वह्निवत्परम्
उदरे वह्निवत्परम्
निष्कलं निश्चलं शान्तम्
निश्चलं निश्चलं शान्तं
तद्ब्रह्माहमिति स्मृतम्
तद्ब्रह्माहमिति स्मृतम्
ज्ञाननेत्रं समादाय
ज्ञाननेत्रं समादाय
उद्धरेत् वह्निवत्परम्
उदरे वह्निवत्परम्
निष्कलं निश्चलं शान्तम्
निश्चलं निश्चलं शान्तं
तद्ब्रह्माहमिति स्मृतम्.
तद्ब्रह्माहमिति स्मृतम्.
See, another drishtantam is given here. See, the earlier drishtantam is a everyday experience, a common sight in any Indian house, that is churning the milk and getting the butter out of it. That is everyday experience. Here also, those days when they were conducting yagnas, actual yagnas, havans, they don't use matchbox or a lighter. Now it is so sad. Kuttuvilakku vaibhavam. He will light the lamp and then lighter is given. Arey, why not? Why not? What is wrong with the lighter? Lighter can be given, but still we feel a little bad about it. Why can't you give a sort of a vilak? That is very difficult for me. The oil you have to put and this thing thread. What is that wick? And pichi ottu. So better. So those days when they were doing havan, they were creating fire through a very unique method. See, they were having two wooden cups, and then they were having a churning rod, and then with the rope they churn. Both the cups are rotated in opposite direction, so that because of the friction, the fire is created. A spark is created, and then with the help of the cotton, some sort of a cotton, they tend that fire, and then they take it, and then they put it in the oven, and they create fire. That is a very common sight those days. Now we don't see it at all. Only rarely in some great yagnas it is still done. I have seen in Ramanashram once. They were doing Atirudram. I was so surprised. I am very happy to see that. They were doing it actually churning. And then the spark, and then they took it. It is very rare sight nowadays. Those days it was very, very common sight. Here he says the same thing. He uses that drishtanta. Jnana netram sama.
Very nice mantras are there, and as if the lalanam of the little child, they do that and bring the
Fire to the oven. Jnana netram samadhaya. Uddharet vahnivat param. Jnana netra means the rope of knowledge. With the rope of knowledge, samadhaya, using that, bringing that, uddharet vahnivat param. You invoke this fire, this self. How this mantanam, how this churning should be done? Nishkalam nishchalam shantam tad brahma ahamiti smrutam. Meaning what it is said? Continuously, if you can contemplate how the upadesha of the guru as one cup and our own contemplation or ideas and thoughts and doubts as another cup, and then if you can continuously churn, saying that nishkalam nishchalam shantam tad brahma ahamiti smrutam, by continuously churning like that, then the self is revealed. Like how the fire is invoked, similarly the self is revealed. Nishchalam shantam. Nishkala means we have seen already, without parts, partless, without any limbs. Nishchalam, without any movement. Chanchala means what? It is always moving. Nishchala means it is still. Meaning achalam. Aruna achalam. Achalam means what? Unmoving. Achalam. Shantam. Shantam means pure silence. Shantam. Tad Brahma ahamiti smrutam. That Brahman is my true nature, is my true self. Iti, like this you churn. So, in short, after listening to the scriptures, one has to contemplate continuously. Then only this spark, this fire of knowledge is kindled. And then in that fire, all the ignorance, all the false notion, all the misconceptions are burnt. In fact, Gurudev calls it as Jnana Yagnam. Jnana Yagnam means what? In this churning, a fire is created, fire of knowledge, in which all the jnana is thrown and burnt. What a wonderful concept. So here is say the same thing. So what is the churning here? What is the jnana netram, the rope with which you churn? We are again and again telling that I am not this body mind, but that nishkalam, nishchalam, shantam, that brahma ahamiti, that brahma is my true nature. I am that. With this you churn, and then this truth is revealed. Having said that, we have come to the final verse, verse number 22. Abbada, முடிஞ்சு போயிருமா சுவாமி இன்னும் 10 நிமிஷத்துல. सर्वभूतादिवासं यत् भूतेषु च वसत्यपि सर्वानुग्राहकत्वेन तदस्म्यहं वासुदेवः तदस्म्यहं वासुदेव इति सर्वभूतादिवासं यत् भूतेषु च वसत्यपि सर्वानुग्राहकत्वेन तस्म्यहं वासुदेवः तदस्म्यहं वासुदेव इति Sarvabhuta Adivasam Yat. That means that which Adivasam, the abode of Sarvabhuta, of all the living beings. Meaning, this is the substratum, Dishtanam, in which everything is residing. Vas means to live, to exist. Vasam means abode. This is the Adivasam, the abode of Sarvabhuta, all the living beings, all the beings. This is the abode of all beings. Meaning, all Mayeva Sakalam Jatam, all the beings come out of this only and remain in this only and go back once again into this only. This is a substratum of all. Apart from this, there is nothing. How to understand this, Swami? The pure consciousness, the consciousness of this, of that arises. And then that subsides. That is all is happening. Even that is not happening. Only consciousness is. Only when we confuse ourselves, identify with the body, then எதிரிட்டு அறியற மாதிரி உலகம் தோன்றும். சுட்டு காமிக்கிற மாதிரி, சுட்டி காமிக்கிற மாதிரி உலகம் தோன்றும். சுட்டு உலகம். Otherwise, it is just in that ocean of pure knowledge, a ripple of an objective knowledge arises and it subsides. In fact, since it is nothing but water and water and water, however the waves rise or subside, it is only water. Similarly, this is only pure consciousness knowledge. And that is me. Other than this consciousness, there is nothing. See, this is the highest realization. So this is the substratum of all. Sarvabhuta Adivasam Yat Bhuteshu cha Vasatyapi. And also, This is the principle which is residing in everybody's heart, every being's heart, knowing everything. Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. This is the knower from all the instruments, all the body mind. Not only that, sarva anugraha katvena tadasmi aham vasudeva. And this self, sarva anugraha katvena, this alone blesses everybody, every being. See how beautiful it is. This self, which is residing in everybody's heart, and where everything is contained, everything is residing, this is the source of all blessings, source of all grace. In fact, Ramana Swami says, Arulda onde Swarupamne Surga. It is not that he is blessing, he is embodiment of blessing. Grace is his true nature. It's not he is giving grace. Grace is his nature. Sarva anugraha tvena. So therefore, we have invoked this grace which is in our own self. We are unable to think about our own self. That is why we say a Lord, grace of the Lord, and all those stuff. But everything is grace of the self one. Self alone is Sarva Anugraha Katvena Tad Asmi Aham Vasudevaha. I am that Vasudeva. Here Vasudeva means Krishna. Suddenly where from Krishna came? Meaning you Upanishad Padichirukku Vasudeva engindu vandam. Where from Vasudeva came? Once again, Vasudeva means here it means that Satchit, existence conscious principle. Why? Vas means to live, exist. So Vasudeva means that Sat principle. Devaha means that illumining principle. Devaha means illumination. So Satchit Ananda Swarup. So I am that Satchidananda Swarup, that Vasudevaha. Once again it said, Tad Asmi Aham Vasudevaha iti, Vasudeva iti. And I am that Vasudeva. Why Swami? Twice it is repeated. See, Guruji has given a beautiful explanation. See, nowadays, it is all available in the print form, right? So we know that it is getting over now. This is over, this Upanishad is over. But those days, they were only chanting. And the Sishyas were hearing. So to mark the completion of this Upanishad, it is chanted twice. That is the style of the Upanishadic masters. To conclude, they say twice. Tadasmi aham Vasudevaha. Tadasmi aham Vasudeva iti. They say iti. See, in some of the Yuva Kendra or Balvihas classes, when we go on talking, the children get very restless. So the Swami epada mudikka povaru. When we say Purnamada, thank God, it's all over now. Similarly, those days students, when the master repeat twice, Tadasmi aham Vasudevaha, Tadasmi aham, it's all over. Now we can go and eat and relax. Or check our Facebook, WhatsApp. So, thus,
Get excited.
So thus the Upanishad is concluded. So the essence of the Upanishad is what? This self, which is the abode of everything, and this self which is present in all, that self is my own nature. That is of the nature of existence and consciousness. Satchit Vasudevaha, and that is myself, my true nature. And how this can be realized? Through the churning, contemplation, or through the upasana of Omkara, Shabda Brahma. Through the upasana, Pranava upasana can be achieved. Or keep the mind devoid of the objects, always in the heart. Focus the attention inside, within our own self. And if you can keep the mind in the heart, then the mind dissolves. And then this truth is revealed. Ena kena prakarena. either by contemplation on the scriptures, by churning, contemplating on the scriptures, or pranava upasana, om, omkara sadhana, keeping the mind on the sound and then the silence, or through inquiry, through Vedanta discrimination, or through inquiry. One has to abide in one's own self. So therefore, if you come to Bhagavan, his final word is Anma will nittana vai. May you abide in yourself. That is his final message. That is his Ashirvadam also. In Udanatha Anubandham, he says this. Anma will nittana vai. Nishtanna nittan in Tamil. May you abide in your own self. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Namaha. Hari Om.